I'm back from yesterday. Today I'm streaming once again, but honestly, drawing furry characters low-key, high-key broke my brain. So I'm not gonna be continuing it on stream. So the only other option is to start a new commission. I basically got all the info today, so I haven't even thought of anything. They did give me some sketches, not sketches, some poses to work with and their vibe. So I'm just illustrating based on a previous artwork that they got, but I'll be using their references as well. So I'm gonna pull them up for myself. Today it's gonna be a shorter stream because I'm editing my next YouTube video. My brain was loading. I was like, what was I doing? Yeah. I am editing my next YouTube video. My first YouTube video is linked if you're watching currently, if you're watching live. And honestly, my videos are kind of 3 months behind. This video that I'm doing for this weekend, I actually filmed it before my first video. So you can imagine it's old because I'm in summer clothing. So I'm trying to catch up. Let me pull that up. Okay, they gave me a bunch of photos all at once. They've got a really pretty dress that's sparkly, and then they gave me 2 different pose options. I don't know who to credit for these pose options, and also my chat box thingy is not working, so what a life to lead. So I'm gonna do my best to be able to see everything. I don't know why it randomly decided today's the day, I don't want to work. So let me do my best. But just know if you do a redeem on Twitch or something, I'm sorry. Twitch box. I mean the chat box. Whack. Alright, I've got everything open. Arguably I could do that before stream, but can I though? They gave me some crazy dynamic poses, so we're gonna try one of them. I'm gonna do the pose first, and then I'm gonna figure it out. I'm only doing 2 pose sketches this time. Usually I do 3, but they gave me some directions beforehand, so we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna go a little bit exaggerated for this. It seems like that's the vibe that they want, based on the references they gave. However, this one reference actually, I think it's not anatomically, it doesn't actually make all that much sense unless you're a ballerina, to point your foot all the way back this way. I don't know if you could physically do that unless you're a classically trained ballerina. Ooh. I'm gonna point it, but I'm not gonna make it the reference I have has it literally up here, and I'm how? No. That makes me uncomfortable. So yesterday I had such a hard time with drawing, and also realizing the weather is really impacting me because it's snowing now. And if you know anything about me, they take this one thing away from me. I really hate winter, unfortunately. So I have the worst case of I want to say brain fog, where everything's it's harder for me to understand things. It's slower. I feel my brain is it's frozen. The tracks are frozen. The thought train is very slow. I don't know if that's right. I feel the belly button would be here. I'm also following this reference, so I'm trying to make sure it's anatomically correct, but also not break the reference. Won't break too far from the reference. The reference arguably is broken already. So. It happens a lot actually that I get pose references that are this artist provided a pose and client gives it to me, but then I look at it and I go, it looks dope. However, there's a reason it looks so cool, because physically you would not be able to do that. But sometimes that's okay. seen Bayonetta? She looks so cool. No woman looks like that. So I dare you to find a woman that looks like that. Their spine is non-existent. One thing that I did do differently is here. Probably is longer. So for both of them, this character has like a very floral, or like almost like a fairy vibe, but it's not a fairy. This one has like floral vibe with butterflies. So this specific pose, I think we're doing flowers like cascading, because that's the reference they gave. Has some like kind of outside element, which makes sense because this element here is also going like this. But also I could make it so like she's on a flower. So we're gonna test that out. Okay, I'm so sorry, you need to shrink because now I'm at the end of the canvas. Now this foot makes sense to do like a ballerina foot to me. Because it's like, well, she could be, not literally a ballerina, but I don't know, that's naturally comfortable. I'm thinking like Barbie foot. Based on the references they're giving, I feel like that is the vibe, like almost supermodel proportions, like Sailor Moon proportions. Exaggerating. Hold on. This should be the bottom view. Pushing further back. Exaggerate like hell. I realize I'm not even in the frame. Let me just move my own monitor so I can be in a crazy setup right now. Sometimes I don't use like a anatomical reference and I do this like exaggerated pose, which maybe like looks good, but then when you really break it down, you're like, dang. Dang. That don't make a lick of sense. This arm, I feel like maybe a bit too far. Maybe it should be here. Kind of. That I would model. I don't know how to do it. Hold on, I'm gonna remove her organs and give them back. Exaggerating this arm. Hello, my Marco, how are you? I don't know if I'm wrong or if the reference. I'm just going for it. Hooray! I am dealing with remember, I think I said it yesterday, where when I go out in the cold, I feel like I need to defrost for 2 hours. I literally went out there and I took, like, I have one of those fur, I think it's faux fur, I don't think it's real fur. But my fur jacket, like the hood of my jacket, was covered in snow. I like took it down, had to shake like a dog. I was like, So I came back in and now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be defrosting for a hot minute. But it's okay, I got hot coffee. Hopefully that will defrost my soul. Hot chocolate sounds good too. Yeah, I don't know what the temperature is right now. Oh. This room is so pink that I can't find my pink phone. That's crazy. What's the temperature? It is currently -1 degree. It's not actually that cold. It's just snowing a lot. Like, I saw grass before, like, the first time I went out today in the afternoon, I saw grass. And now I can't see grass. Development had been made, and I don't think I like the development. The cold actually, like, well, I don't like the cold, but what's worse is that there's no sun here. I'm like, it's so dark. The good thing about snow is it makes everything brighter though. So you can see now. You can see the road now. However, yay, you can see the road, but then you get stuck in the snow, so now you can see where you're stuck. It's actually quite bright, more reflective. Alright. You need to bend this away. Alright. In 6 months, it won't be winter anymore. I do have a vacation planned for December, so I'm trying to do as much as I can. Because considering how already, like, slow I am. How much, oh my god. How much slower I have gotten because of the cold and the darkness. It's better I take a break. Alright, why am I spending so much time on this anatomy? We're not even sure we're going with this post. Ah yes, this is going to be a shorter stream. I did start a little bit late because I'm editing, but also because I am defrosting. Ooh, Lake Superior is quite close, I think, to Lake Ontario. I think all the Great Lakes are all next to each other, right? No sunshine. I need sunshine to make my life bright and shiny. You can have a neck. I'll grant you this one thing. You can have a neck. Right, well, I feel like, actually, the pose is different from this. But, like, I don't think it's me. I think it is genuinely, this pose is broken. Like, the angles. Is it? Is it me? It looks like we're looking at it from below because of the face and the leg and a little bit of the chest, but then this leg is doing something else in this reference. And I'm like, what the heck? Okay, well, I am gonna make this more, a little bit curvier. I don't think the character is that curvy, but she is very much 2 lines two parallel lines for a leg. Humans are plants with extra steps. Yeah, you know what? I agree. I was thinking of getting one of those light therapy things. I saw one being sold a while ago and it was like $99. And I was like, for a lamp? I need proof that it scientifically works before I can spend that much money on a lamp. I wish I had like a photo of this pose. Because 3D model's not reliable. I can't physically do this pose. For obvious reasons. Goodness. No, this leg has to be incorrect. Like, not mine, but I think the pose is like this. This is the thigh. And then the leg is like tucked in like this. And I'm like, yeah, maybe it's physically possible, but it looks real uncomfortable. Like almost like you have to bend your leg in a way that you don't. I feel like a hyperextension. The pose is giving femme fatale though, for sure. It's just a reference. It's like, what? Huh? Reference is giving me like A plus, or 1 plus 2 equals 500. And I'm like, huh? Like one of those tutorials where it's like, all right, now draw a circle. Bam. Picasso. Perfect. I'm like, what? You're missing half the information. Well, we don't even know if we'll go with this pose in the end anyway, but I'm assuming it's like this. If we're looking from the bottom angle, wouldn't we be seeing this part of the... Yeah, depending on your anatomy as well. Like, can you even do this pose? Like, but ballerinas actually have quite thick thighs too. Like, they have crazy muscle. It's not like they're stick thin, okay? So even if they could pull this pose, okay, they are onto something with this leg. Oh, but I like the leg. I liked how I drew the foot, but I think it's incorrect. What's wild is like seeing it from this, seeing it from just this angle, just this one leg, doesn't it look uncomfortable? I thought the leg was a little bit too straight. Like it was kinda, like limbs don't naturally straighten like that if you're relaxing. Pretty sure this character is wearing heels. Thank God. I'm really bad at drawing shoes. Actually, I'm not bad at drawing shoes. I'm bad at drawing feet. Just feet in general. Like, I'm just feet anatomy. Shoes? If you give me a shoe, I'll figure out the shoe. Alright, her legs got like 10 times longer. But it's all good. It's fine. See, what trips me up about this reference too is that this knee, so I drew it this way, right? Kind of like this, because it makes sense, right? It makes sense. But this reference has the knee over here. And I'm like, how are we bending our leg like that? It seems uncomfortable, right? It's okay. But it does look very dynamic, so I'm like, are they right? I do sometimes make my stuff too stiff, maybe because I'm relying on, I don't know, reality. One thing is, yeah, turn this. I think this will help it a little bit. Push this body over here. It makes me uncomfortable that her waist is taller than her head. That is a genuine thing, like, you know, some supermodels do have that. However, I was getting uncomfortable. There's this one model that I was like, she's really funny. I was watching her YouTube video, and her head is like bigger than a hat average. Like if she was to buy a hat, like an average hat, it wouldn't fit her head. But her waist is quite a small measurement considering she's a supermodel. So yeah, her head is bigger than her waist, but like her head doesn't fit the hat. So like, yeah, it makes sense. Checks out. I took a hat class once. I have an average head size. You can update your lore now. Suzuki has average sized head. Feels like a Bayonetta pose. You know what's ridiculous though? I'm doing all this and then she's gonna be wearing a dress, so like none of this is visible. This is another thing I didn't actually consider. Yeah, based on the dress she gave, none of this is visible. So this is not an ideal pose actually. So I might have to like do a variation because the dress, I will draw it in now. It's quite big. Interesting. You might have to redraw the one leg that I was struggling to draw. You know, maybe I should have considered that beforehand. Well, let's draw it in, huh? Okay. This is the pose, the dress. Instagram is really bad for references, actually. They compress the photos like. I feel like, so they gave me two references. They gave me like a dress reference, and then they also gave me another artist did it before me, which was inspired by that. But the dresses are completely different. So I'm thinking I'm going to do my own thing, but same silhouette. The silhouette will stay the same. And that way I can also give two different dress options as well. Actually, maybe I should have drawn the silhouette in first. So they have, actually just like a lot of layers here. I don't remember what this is called. I'm not gonna even say it because I don't want to say the wrong thing. Hold on, let me see. Oh, that's not it. What is it called? What is this dress style called? Well, it's a ball gown, yes, but like, no. There's a name for it. Anyway, it's like a multi-tiered ball gown. That's essentially the vibe. Not all the way down to her feet, like here. but it's like up to here. That's why I'm like, that leg is not gonna make sense. We're going to have to alter the pose to fit. It happens all the time. A client will give me a pose and then I'll do it and then I'll be like, wait, it doesn't. I thought it would work and then I realize, wait, it doesn't work. Happens all the time. We just have to be creative. This references anatomy is also, it only works if I push this up here. That's not what that looks like. I am going to draw this to like explain it, and then I'm going to also do like an alternate version to be like, I tried it, this is what I did. An alternative if you want to keep that vibe. It does have a really nice almost water style ruffle here. Based on their personality, I feel like this dress should reflect their personality more. So, could make it like it's so their design is based, it's not really based on it, but it should be based on it here. Floral and butterflies, right? So maybe make this essentially look like a flower, the skirt, and maybe make the bodice more like butterfly-like. And it doesn't have to literally look like a butterfly, but like maybe the veins of the, we've learned this in another stream, the veins of a butterfly. Like this kind of vibe. And like make them lined with, I don't know, crystals or something. What do butterflies look like again? This? Oh, let's play with that. I mean, it's already gonna happen over here if you include this as like a butterfly line. I'm not gonna make this like a low-chested neckline because that doesn't seem to fit the character. You do it like this is already this. It's a V maybe. I was correct in assuming that it's heels. You know that scene in Cinderella, this live-action Cinderella, that's kind of my imagination, like what would happen here. I kind of don't like that. Just for representation's sake, I'm gonna do like this. To explain like the first pose doesn't really work. Or actually I'm gonna just do it in red. Then I'm gonna do an alternative version. This one here, maybe I should have, hold on. The dress makes it look pretty, however, the problem is, I can show you, which is what I'm trying to do, but how I'm stuck in doing something. Basically, if I erase it, so you can see what I'm doing, this part is missing, this whole leg is missing, and now, if you look at it, she only has one leg, and her hand is also partially covered. So this is not ideal posing. That's my issue, where I'm like, we need to make an alternative leg position in order for this to work together. That's what I'm trying to highlight to the client, to be like, hey. So this is why I did it different way. Oh, what's the best way? That's probably enough, actually, just to be like, hey. Hey! Yeah, that's kind of maybe, I'm thinking maybe we'll just have to move the leg somehow, definitely. Oop. But this one, what I'm trying to do is move this aside, so I'd be like, oh, this is a reference of what I tried to do, and now we're gonna use this one actually to test what the heck is going on. Also, this hand, maybe this dress is shifted forward a bit, but I'm not really. It might just be buried back there. First of all, let me do this. Lifting the dress is another option, I guess. I do think the dress is actually supposed to be quite long, and also I'm thinking if it's made of crinoline and she's sitting on something, I'm not sure. Actually, if it's crinoline, wouldn't it like shift? Oh. Well, we're gonna see. We will see. Now. Torso here. What is her other leg doing? I don't know. This is disturbing. She looks like one of those dolls in Toy Story. Now if it bends lower. How is she sitting? Is she sitting on something in this? I think I have to draw the other leg, but it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna do my own thing. What? For this one, though, if we were to hike up the skirt, I think it would be quite high. If it's following the leg. And the skirt is quite long, actually. There's a middle part. No matter what we do, it will still cover most of the leg, and you only see the knee. If we shift it up, then we're just gonna say that was it. I'm trying to also think, like, if a princess was posing, because they're more likely to be wearing these really extravagant poses or dresses. Usually they cross their ankles now. Alright, your shoe needs to leave. This is what I did earlier. have to like make this dress. The reference that I'm seeing, the skirt is like massive. Like it's really big. Like it's actually like wider than what I've drawn. It's like a huge dress. Definitely is not following the logic of the dress, but bear with me. We're just doing this sketch. Another test. It doesn't really flow very well. Like the first pose flowed because like it matched the flow of the background. And it also had like a flow to it. This is just going straight down. Like this. Versus this one, there is like kind of a flow here. Of it going like this. And this one is just like very straight. And this one is just a straight diagonal. Oh, gotta say, this pose with this dress, maybe not. Way to go. They did give me another pose, so it's not like I'm like completely stuck here. But I am going to keep this waist and I'm going to because they seem to want to draw her sitting. So let me I don't know how to draw this actually, but figure it out. Nope. I'm gonna do it. my own way. We're gonna do my take on it. I'm thinking of a princessy character. This is actually closer to the next reference. Ooh, we should save. No, this is not Japanese. Let's see. Actually, the second pose. Now at this point, I'm just following the second pose because I was like, wait, this pose is quite similar to what I was. Is actually crossing the legs and what I was attempting to do. It's just that the perspective is different. So there's one where it's like she's on a swing and has like a bunch of flowers. This one, I'm going to make it where she's just seated, like on a flower or something, and it's like laying the dress out. Think like Linda's dress. It's like huge. Watch again. I'm assuming like only this part of like the leg showing, almost. Because the anatomy on this, it was showing like a really huge dress, but it's not cutting into the waist and it's not cutting into the legs. So I think they just exaggerated the legs to be extremely long. that if you were to take off the dress, you'd be like, is this an avatar? Like, what? Their limbs and their waists are huge. I believe this is a human, so we gotta follow human rules. This hand may be covered, I'm not sure. If the dress is like so big, maybe it's here, but I can't see it. Perspective. I probably need to ask this client about the personality because I don't actually know much about the personality, which actually dictates the character's demeanor. Take another go at this dress here. Oh, perspective. I pushed the waistline higher this time because clearly it's like really fluffy dress. Oh, I pushed maybe the sides. I pushed this side. But then the middle still looks like you have a waist. This is actually a slimming effect. It's a trick. I did too high though. It is tripping me up. It's very fluffy and we're looking at it from above, so we'd be able to see the part. I'm like doing a rough tier of it, but I believe it's not like straight across. Like I think this part is actually like this. But I'm not gonna try and figure that out right now. I'm trying to figure out the face shape. This is like dress we're thinking of. I didn't even explain, but it is going to be pink. Do you think there's going to be something here? Maybe it is like this. I almost expect this character to be wearing like gloves. Maybe like sheer gloves. Don't comment on how this hand is whack. We know it's whack. It's fine. It's alright. Looks like we're gonna have a bow situation right here. These parts are actually deeper. Here's the part where I try and figure it out, but like Thumbelina almost. So let me draw a little bit of a background situation. Getting big. Type of flower is she on? We're thinking like Sakura Blossom? Like, is she tiny? Is that the story? If she's sitting, this is the part that's actually... Ah! A giant flower. She's like on a giant, very, very big flower. I repeat, giant. She would be on the edge, right? Because otherwise her legs can't fall off. I mean, I hope your legs aren't falling off, however. Falling off the flower is okay. There's a reason I wanted to draw the flower first as well. It's because some of the dress actually is long, so I feel like it would flow off the flowers. Also, I guess if she's heavy, the flower could bend a little. I'm not imagining she's like on the very tip of the petal, but like the edge of the petal on the side here. Grass back. Make it so both sides all pretty. Something like that. Maybe push it. I don't know if I'm doing this dress justice, however. However is my new favorite word when I'm drawing, because I can't think of another word. It's longer than but, so. That doesn't realistically make sense. Whatever. Okay. Point is, you know that it's falling here. I think this flower situation is like, I don't know where to angle it exactly, but the dress is so big. So it's a matter of like her legs maybe don't. Like this wouldn't work with her leg. But if I make her on the edge of the thing, then this falls flat. Like this. Not what I want. But it's what's gonna have to happen because we believe in physics, science. So the dress is even longer, I think, so I don't know how, but it is. Girl must have like crazy leg strength. This is probably a really heavy dress. The girls over here. Alright, let me take a break from trying to understand what on earth is happening and give her hair. So she actually looks like the character that we're drawing. She's got little tendrils, cute. Here. She's got kind of messy bangs. I don't know if this is the artist's style before me or if she actually has messy bangs. Now we're gonna messy bangs. If like a client gives me more anime references, then obviously I'm gonna make it more anime-like, because if they've seen my stuff, I'm assuming they know I have a range of style. I hope. I do also have some clients that like specifically ask for specific style. Even if I've never done it before, they're like, I think you can do this style, and I'd be like, yeah, sure. Kind of a blend of everything anyway. Then I'll do it. There's limits though, obviously. Looking up to see the reference, but I'm also like, I don't think I'm following it all that closely. But this part is cute. Very like old-fashioned anime. I think this character has kind of like a wolf cut, hair on the top. Here. Girl has layers. She has taste. And she's also very close to the top of the canvas. She has flowers in her hair. I can't give her a facial expression because I don't care what expression she has. Shoes. These are gonna be some janky shoes because this sketch is kind of a mess. I was thinking of having like butterfly. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That there is supposed to be like a butterfly vibe throughout, so I'm going to sprinkle in some butterflies. That way the client will know like, oh, that's what she's thinking of. Okay. Maybe they're the type of butterflies that have like a tail. That doesn't look like a butterfly. But yeah, butterfly. Wait for this flower, which I don't know how I'm gonna do the center. I gotta pick a flower with a pretty center, otherwise it's like flower center. No, not center. Like this flower looks like sakura. I don't know if that's they intended, but that based on the reference I have, it feels like sakura. Also, massive flower petals because they're on a massive flower. I mean, yeah, actually, could be cute. I don't know. Like these blurred little effects here surrounding. Because if I was to do a branch, it's like kind of huge. But I can blur it in the background so it doesn't take so much attention. Then if she's this tiny, I mean, we can lie and say like, ah, it's just a prop, because why are these butterflies so tiny? Wouldn't they be like horrifyingly huge? Oh, I did it in one line, I can't undo. If you use Procreate, this is your reminder, don't draw things in order. Undo, the whole thing undo. Alright, we move the flower, right? Because we don't want to see the middle of the flower. Shift her here and be like, yeah! Alright, that's sketch 1 essentially. Because the first sketch, the posing didn't really work as well. The anatomy is a little bit iffy maybe. Actually, this one, I don't always have to do this, but because I did the background, I have to actually draw the squares so they understand where it ends. That is not a straight line, but it's all right. It's doing its best. One option. Other option is actually really pretty pose. It's actually kind of similar, so maybe we could just reuse the base for now. And change it slightly. Ooh. Ooh. So it's almost like this one, except on a swing. That's why I'm like, it's quite similar. The legs are the same position. And And then I'll go back to the previous pose and try and see what I can do that's similar to that vibe. Yeah, I can draw hands. I don't know what that is. Alright. As if this is like a swing set. Oof. I want to make it wide enough so it doesn't feel scary if you're watching her on here. Oh, actually, she does kind of look like she'd be on a bigger, like this swing set. The bottom feels big. Make it a little smaller. Actually, it doesn't matter because never mind. The dress is so massive, we won't be able to see it. I just remembered. Perspective, my favorite. That's sarcasm. Okay, I'm not trying to figure out the arms and everything just yet. I don't actually know if it'll work, but it would be really cute if she was tilting her head. However, again, I don't know the personality. But because it's such like a cutesy pose, I feel like potentially this is like a really wholesome, soft character. I could be very wrong. Sometimes the cutest characters are the ones that are diabolical. What's his name? Scrappy from Scooby-Doo? That guy. I think her head should be bigger. Not to give you a big head or anything, but now the perspective makes it a little bit more. Alright, here we go again. We're drawing this dress. Another thing is like this dress, it looks almost like it's not a sweetheart neckline. I'm gonna try something different here. Like, I'm gonna make this part like a lace piece. And there's like maybe an embroidered butterfly here. So it almost looks transparent, but it's not fully transparent. That don't look like a butterfly. What is that? Maybe make it a smaller butterfly too. I'm talking about like this lace piece is like so sheer that it almost looks like maybe it's just like glittery and that's it. Because there's already a piece here that's like glittery. I don't know exactly what it is, but we're going to take this one. Here, like How is this dress fitting in this? I think it has to be like. Actually, I was saying that this thing is too small. Now I'm like, no, it's actually too too big. I think it's too small. Like it's this dress is not gonna fit on this freaking swing. I have to make it like massive or like the dress to fit. Could do it like this, where it ties in the middle. Only alternative is to make this part the other layer. There's supposed to be another layer here. I'm trying to figure out how to push it to this. Wait, this sleeve. I mean this sleeve. Swing! What's going on? Game dress terminology, can't think of any word that starts with an S. Telling you, the cold has frozen my brain. Pushing the dress up here. I don't know if that's appealing though. I feel like it actually should be even longer. Supposed to be thicker. This is like too thin. Hello, how are you? I'm on YouTube. YouTube. I noticed you. I said hello. Ow. Back at everything. Like zucchini? I don't know if I like zucchini. I don't know if I like zucchini. It's like it's my enemy. Like, I don't know if I like it. Here we go. Thank you so much. This one is it's at the starting line. We're gonna get there somehow. If there's a will, there's a way. Do I have a will? I haven't written it yet, but did you get the joke? Ahaha. Ahaha. Such bad jokes. Alright, you know what? Close enough. That's kind of what I was thinking. Also, this part, her legs are covering it, so I did not have to do all that work. I did it though. Whatever, something like that. I think it's easier to paint it. This one is like gonna be crazy painter central. Because drawing this is more difficult. Ooh. Ooh. Supposed to be a bow here though. This I'm not mentioning. But then the bow can look like a butterfly. See? Yeah, haha. Bring back the butterfly. The brush stroke was so skinny, and then I got tired of all the detail. I think it'll look infinitely prettier with hair. There's so much going on the bottom, and then there's no hair. Yeah, you can look pretty with no hair. I'm just saying, here, she's unbalanced. Let's give her hair. You've graduated, you can now wear hair. Ooh, thank you so much. I'm here 3 times a week, I think. Pretty sure. Whenever somebody asks me, like, oh, you stream? How often do you stream? I go, 3 times? I think. I don't think she has a side part. I think it's the middle part. However, I typically draw side parts. So what, and the what? Kind of doing it different from the reference here, flipping it this way. Oh, I need to stream more. Well, if you can get my YouTube monetized, I'll do it. If it makes me money, I'll do it. Technically, the Twitch makes money. But that depends on how many people are watching. So YouTube is probably better. Not sure. Get over that. That's why I'm focusing Not on the streaming, but on the making the YouTube videos, because then I can sleep and people can watch it while I'm asleep. Is why today's stream is not going to be as long. I gotta edit that. Wait, is this character's hair straight or curly? What? I assume it's like a light wave. Yeah, I originally was gonna do this, but then realized it's like very different from the reference. Looks like a completely different character. To make this less anime and fit my style more, probably this 90s peak is going to shrink. This is like very high. I don't really know what this is called. I'm sure there's a Japanese word for it, but I can't think of it right now. Ooh. Things like this. So side, middle part here. Ooh. I was wondering if I should make it like she's actually swinging, like her hair moves. Yeah, so I don't like this piece here actually. I kept trying to make it work and I'm like, no, it's weird. Because her hair is busy. So now it looks weird. You know me, sucker for hearts, love hearts. I'm gonna make it so she's lightly swinging, not like she's aggressively going back and forth. So her hair looks pretty. Oh, in both versions, I didn't actually add the background detail. So I gave her this wing, but I forgot to show you why this wing was a choice. She does look a little bit. Her head now looks massive. Made her head bigger, made sense at the time. Now, looks kind of crazy, but it's okay. Anatomy is not the thing that we're focusing on here. Just vibes. Making sure the vibes are vibing. Are we vibing? Very busy right now. Let's maybe erase part of this so I can see what's happening. What's even happening right now? Ah, there she is. See, that's her dress. But I guess this piece here has to be there. I mean, you know, can't be floating in the midair. Okay, and then we're gonna make it so it's like flowers going up the rope. I lost words. I was like, what are words? We have a brush for that. Obviously not in these colors, but for visual reference. Like, like wow, I'm so fast actually. You had no idea I could do all that, huh? 2 seconds. I don't know which one is the line. Hello? Hello? What? Oh, okay. I was wondering if I was crazy. Answer is yes, of course. So like in the alternate version, she's on a massive flower, and in this one, she's normal size, and the flowers are also normal size. So I don't know what's happening in this universe. I don't think they'll all be flowers. I don't know if they will be flowers. The flowers will be flowers. Sorry. I don't know if they'll all be roses. Oh my god. I can't speak today. But for now, for representative reasons, they're all going to be. Because that's the brush I have. Oh, I feel kind of sad for these roses back here. They're like, wouldn't they get squished? And then we can do, I don't know, work. The vibe of. I haven't done like a full. In fact, when I got this project, I didn't know there was a background involved. So I haven't done something like this in a second. And I didn't know I was gonna do it today either. But here we are. Yeah, there's some dynamic something going on here. Hello, how are you? I like your little emoticon, buddy. Right. Alright. So that's one. If you were showing up after, I have other versions. Hold on, let's see. Here's one version, like, and then we've got this one here. Over here. One. Oh, I forgot butterflies. I'm doing okay. Doing okay. My brain is working very hard to make this look cute. When I figure it out, I'll be fantastic. But until I figure it out, I'm okay. What was this one? This one was a test. We tried to do something and it did not work. Oop. I feel like we had 2 different versions. What happened? Wasn't there another version? Am I crazy? I guess it was this. Okay, well, sure. Okay then. So for this one, I'm gonna add some butterflies somewhere. Because this character is like butterflies and flowers are the vibe. So we're gonna add some somewhere. This is the rough sketch stage. So usually this looks even more rough. However, they only gave me 2 pose references. Or they gave me 2 pose references. Some people just leave it up to me, which is totally cool. Which is why I do it more rough. Because I'm like testing first. But I know that this client wants poses similar to this, so that's why I have a direction. I am going to follow the direction. There can be a butterfly here. Where's another butterfly? Where's another one? Wouldn't it be so cute if there was one like right here? I think it's overkill. I'm not gonna do it because I think that's overkill, but it's kind of cute. There's like a triangle rule, like it should be a triangle or something. In some kind of way. Or rule of, like if you do 3 elements, do 2 together, 1 far away. And like this one's big, so you leave it by itself. Maybe we do a tiny one over here. Otherwise it looks unbalanced. And then we have some kind of flow, maybe. Because we have, okay, let me show my genius thinking. It's not genius thinking at all. Let me show you what I'm thinking. So the elements should always lead you to where you want to look, right? So if we look at the butterflies, it's going like this, right? We're focusing on their face then, which is good. These, arguably, maybe we should be focused, like they should be pointing this way, but I don't know if they're really doing that. But they are pointing up, so. No. This element is going like this. It's honestly just a framing element, but if we go like this, maybe it's good. Because this part's here. Whoop. This part's like this, this part's like this, this part's like this. This is going this way. Like this. This is also kinda... We've got like some kind of flow going. Versus the first time I did it, because the pose, it didn't really work with the dress very well. It lost kind of the flow. This one, I don't know if there's really a flow. I don't know about this one. I don't know. Alright, well, we're gonna do one more. There's one more. Uno más. Because we were supposed to make this pose work in some way, but it doesn't work with the dress. So I need to do an alternative that's similar. So I'm taking like maybe the top half of her body and doing something. I don't know what. So maybe duplicate it? I tried in the beginning, but I couldn't figure it out. So I try again. If you first you don't succeed, you try again. And then you scrap it and then you try again. That's what happened. Okay, so one option that somebody gave was to hike it up. However, I didn't think it would work. So then, what's the other option? Because otherwise, this is like here. But this would still cover it. Ooh. We can move this, maybe. Why is she doing the pigeon pose? You know, the yoga pose? Where you like cross your leg over? I don't think that's like yeah, that's a good pose for like yoga, but I don't know if that's a good pose for a photo. Maybe like this. Can you understand what's happening right now? Because I cannot. What? Huh? Alright, this is the back leg. This here is the back leg. This here is the front leg. They are not they're overlapping each other in a weird way right now, man. be as simple as we just need to angle her body, turn it a little. So let me duplicate real quick before I break something. So if I take this part, oh, it's gonna look really weird for a second. Her chest won't be as exaggerated. Okay. So turn her this way, and then this part also has to turn. I'm talking. Sometimes when I explain, it sounds like I'm authoritative and I know what I'm doing. No, I'm just trying to walk myself through it, okay? I'm not trying to walk you through it, I'm trying to walk myself through it. You know who would be a really good example? Like Chinese and K-pop idols? They're posed so well. Also, where is her other hand in this pose? I think in the reference, I didn't even notice it until now, the hand is here. And you know, in this dress, I feel like no. Because this dress is so massive. If she was wearing like one of those Genshin dresses that are like skinny, so it's like intricate, but like it's close to the body, yeah, go off, do that pose. In a dress this big, those dresses are like 20 to 30 pounds. They're heavy. They're like a full weighted vest. You are trying to stand upright. So it makes sense that she's leaning. Well, pulling your arm up would lean you so far back, I feel like you would just, like either you have the craziest core strength or we are taking the photos 2 seconds before disaster, you know? So I'm gonna yes, this is art, so technically maybe she does have that strength and maybe I'm overthinking it. However, I am an overthinker, so let me make my art this way. Stick figure hand. Just leave the hand like that. This is how I draw my arms. I really want to do the pinky thing. Oh, so dainty. Look at my pinky. I made it too long. Alright. Oh wait, you know what would be so cute? Hold on. Butterflies, right? Butterfly? Okay, this hand looks scary, but just bear with me. And then we can do like a cute little... Oh, I don't know how to draw a butterfly from these angles. Yeah, you know, it's a butterfly. You believe me, right? You believe me, right? It's a butterfly over here. Bring back the dress, and apparently this one red line that I drew that I did on the wrong layer. This context, I don't know what she's sitting on here, but this one now it fits the design idea that I wanted. Great. Great. Here's this hand. Not spending too far. Again, yoga. Yoga logic. He's leaning very far back and this one, because of the angle, we can actually take her back. Drop waist. This part can interact. I do think that the skirt is still big enough to cover this hand. Not that I want to cover the hand. Ooh. Maybe I do want to cover the hand. But it does look like it might be. Somebody wants to ask why am I so sleepy? Well, it's 10 p.m. So there's that. But like for me, it's not actually that late, but it's because it's winter time, okay? Dark outside at like 3 o'clock. It's cold. And drawing takes a lot of brain power, so let me do my yawn. This is not gonna look perfect until I paint it probably, or figure out the liner. It could be really pretty to have. A cool moment here. Gonna make this part go inward a little bit. Sorry, not your shoe. Your shoe doesn't belong here anymore. You don't belong here. Alright, liquefy within the thing. Yeah. Voice. Alright, but like, what's the story here? What is she leaning on? What is this magical lean? Well, that's one way to do it. Just cover her entire face. Doing a thing where it's like flowers are cascading. I'm exactly sure how to do it. Like flowers and petals. Like it's coming toward us. Oh, it's coming toward us. Yeah, the flowers are weird right now. But I think it's also, it's like not the correct flower either, so that'll be the case. Because I think they're supposed to be cherry blossoms like this, but just singular, because otherwise... Aw, man, I had to draw it. You see how I put like a flower in the title this time? Yeah, because flowers. Dude, there were gonna be flowers. Put another butterfly somewhere. Oh my god, it's like that Vocaloid song. Butterfly on your shoulder. You know that song? I don't actually... Butterfly on what? On what shoulder? On my shoulder. Igikata no Cho. That one. Famous one. Oh, right shoulder. Miki. Here's your Japanese lesson of the day. This is Miki. This is Hidari. Left is Hidari. Miki is right. Now you can give people directions. Congrats. Right, now it's time to do the hair. Maybe the hair is gonna add it, like, make it a banger piece. Because I also look like a mess until I do my hair. And then I'm like, oh yeah, perfect. Look at the butterfly. At the butterfly. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah. Put her face with her body. Alright, now we do her hair. I realized we didn't draw her hair without a face. The hair frames the face. Right. Once again. Let me do this shape first. It should be this way. Like the dress is so heavy it doesn't move. Everything else moves. What fits the composition better? How long is this hair? Pretty long, actually. This one looks more like a more mature version. Because her face is so different style-wise, and also she's looking downcast. Cover the dress, her hair. But I also don't want to cover her vest. It was going so smooth, right? And then alright, in this scenario, she's like leaning on the magical petals. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, there's magic here. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. Let's try something. What is she leaning on? It could be leaning on clouds as well. However, my favorite word for today. Clouds? I wouldn't know how to combine those elements at this point. It's windy, like maybe the top layer, just the top. Actually, does that leg look better than the leg that I drew? It might. I guess we're doing more than one option. Oh, wait. I'm thinking, hold on. The hand, I'm going to shift the hand actually. I'm going to make it like floating. That is the best solution in this case. Because it looks like she's being carried away. So like, let's just lean into that. Kind of like she's leaning right now. Like, it's almost similar to her original hand. Well, this is really messy. Almost similar to her original hand, but like looser. Like she's not actually leaning on something. Her hand is just back there. I don't know how I drew that before. What? Whack-a-doodle, but you know. Experimenting real quick with that other leg because okay, might have looked better. This one might have all the dress a little bit. We're gonna do like really princessy magical girl vibe here. Maybe we do an alternative to this dress. Like, I'm gonna give her a different dress. Not completely, but I'm gonna take the vibe and I'm going to swim it because I'd like to see what their opinion is here. Where am I? Ah, okay. Another try with a thinner brush. This is crazy. hate drawing feet, but if I make the dress more dainty, I feel like this would be more scrappy. Almost made it like a high-low situation. What is happening with my voice today? High-low situation. And then her hand back here. Where is your hand back here? Okay, there you are. Giving it like an Alice in Wonderland almost situation. Again, this might not be the pose we go with. I'm having fun. That's all that matters. Okay, that is option 3 or 5 million. I honestly don't know. So we got option. Where's option 1? Not even in option 1 land. Okay, that's option 1. There she is. This is one of those bizarre cases where I feel like I can't just provide it like this because I think I have to provide them separately. So here's one. We're gonna label them. Me and you, we're gonna see what I did today. I was intending to stream 2 hours, but I think I ended up streaming 3. Something. This is 1. Have you met my friend? This is number 1. This is 2. Very different vibe, huh? This one seems a lot more happy. Three. My girl 3. Do we like 3? It's 3. She's not a 3. She's just 3. And then we've got 4, which is. Wait. Yeah, 4. I was like, they look the same to me right now. They're very similar. And then we've got this one where it's more just me going, hey, I tried the thing, that's why we have 3 and 4. Woohoo! I would show you all of them next to each other. However, you see this is. I think I could do it. Hold on, let me try. We got 4. We shrink her over here. They look the same, basically. The dress and the hand changed, the angle of the legs changed. But I think the flow of the dress at the bottom is better. But this is just my opinion, my lowly opinion. Okay. Ooh, number 2. This one is following directly reference. Like not the directly the client's provided reference. So it's their direction really. And this one is almost quite similar to 2, however close to the previous artist. They did a similar concept. I'm going to erase this. We got 4 sketches in the end. Oh, I hate that it's misnumbered. It's weird. Hold on. It's gonna weird me out. Or could you switch places with 3? That'd be so cool. I know you guys are basically twins, but like, you're not. You have your own identities. Move over. Ta-da! I should say. We did it! So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. We did that live. Woohoo! I'm gonna send them to my client, and then I'm gonna ask what they're feeling, because we weren't really sure what to do with the background, and also it seemed like they weren't sure on the pose, so I gave them adequate to work with, I think, to pick a direction. And if they don't like any of them, then we'll move in a different direction, and maybe I'll do that live too. Because this is like a pretty fun one to do, because it's like literally, you know, pretty and very sparkly, cute. And then the pen colors are going to be pink, which is very much my vibe. So I'm going to be working on my next YouTube video. It's my first artist alley ever. I did it a few months ago though, so my experience has changed significantly since then, but you'll be able to watch that. If you watch my reels, you've seen quite a bit about my history doing artist alleys already. So I made a full video. But if you want to know the kind of vibe, my first YouTube video is linked in the chat. Or if you're on YouTube, you can just watch it. You can just click onto the channel and watch it. But yeah, that's why today's stream is ending early by an hour. And I will see you in video format, I guess. Yeah. Bye-bye!